Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. We are in a train on the way to Scotland. We've got a fair few things to do on this train if I remember right. So first of all we can have a chat to this person who...
She must be deaf.
Yes, doesn't recognise.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
However, you can just see the edge of a scar on her cheek. This, I'm sure we will find out to be Merlin. So I'm going to show him a photo.
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes,
but we'll go through the options first.
Is that where you two lovebirds about?
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd see on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place, but we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No. Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is, and I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
So should we show Merlin's photo?
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no, nothing.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep.
So you said.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah?
Perhaps. Still,
I'm sorry that you've been zapped by one of these things.
you shouldn't be.
Yep, all the clues are there. So let's head out of the...
Where are you going,
carriage.
George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. Leak.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
Still the terrible accent.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Can't you sit still, George?
I need to go...
While you're there, check out. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Right, finally we can get out. Consider it's the only other thing we can actually do. So we can see there's a typical English football hooligan Newcastle football hooligan here. So we can go into here, we can go into here, or we can... That's pretty much everything we can do actually. Let's go in and speak to this guy. Have a look at him
All I could
first.
see of the man's face was a massive purple bruise around his eye. I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
And now this
Hi!
guy.
Having a party?
No, this is British. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse me, mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
It's actually quite a good Newcastle accent, that. That might actually be a Newcastle person doing that. Don't know, but maybe.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs too, by the looks of you.
Still trying to... I hope we can get a bit more conversation out of this guy, see if it is an actual Geordie or not.
Would you like a red nose?
No, thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man. He's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Well, aye, man, but I was close, you know.
Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
If I'd wanted to catch you out, I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe she's mate, pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know.
It could be. Newcastle accent's one of the ones I've never been able to do myself. Unfortunately, I'd love to. I used to watch LP Design Pet growing up, and from that, I've always loved the Geordie accent.
See you later.
It's one I can't do.
You haven't opened that window, pal.
Why not?
It's freezing out there.
Alright, let's head out then. And into an empty carriage with nothing here. And we can head over.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car. Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. MacLeod, Marquet's murderer.
So we'll need to go back through. Speak to this guy.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like. So action at Brightling Sea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict at anywhere called Brightling Sea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
See you later.
So
Hey, buddy.
can't do
See you
anything
later.
else with him yet.
I didn't want to wait. To be frank.
Leave it up.
Still can't open the window. So let's head through. Let's
I
talk to
really
him
didn't
now.
want to shoot the breeze with this guy. The door was locked. The door was locked. Guido looked like a weasel in a cheap suit. He also looked like the kind of man who wouldn't lose much sleep over.
Okay, so nothing else to do there.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sort of befuddlement took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Wow, he's actually just admitted to loving Nico. That's the first time in this game he's done that yet. So, head back into here now.
Hey,
Talk to
buddy.
him. This is the only person we can talk to.
Did you
It's the
see
only
what
lead we
happened to the
have.
young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paul, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
See you later.
Okay,
Hey,
so
buddy.
what else?
See you later.
Okay, we're going to head back out. Nothing else we can do in here. The book isn't here, which is what I was hoping for. Can't go out the back. Should we head into this one? Nothing else. Head through here.
I really did. The door. The door.
And we can't go any further. So, is there something we've missed? Can't be.
Hey, buddy. See you later. I didn't want to wait. To be frank, without... All I could... The man's face was blotched and unshaven.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Okay, finally.
Hold on now,
Really
pal. I'll
stupid
give you a
idea.
hand, like.
So we have to go down here. Come on, click, 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 click.
I'd always wanted to stop a train, and now was my chance. You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobbart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Timolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village Stobbart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Okay. So Khan, or Merlin, has now died. This guy's unconscious. Suppose we better actually talk to Nico now.
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Answer me this instant, George Stobbart.
I will, when I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do, and kissing you was at the top of my list.
George,
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
So we can't grab the axe, we can't grab the fire extinguisher. Should we go out this way or this way? Go this way. I don't think either way would have mattered.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show him now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Let's head on in. So we have another door puzzle.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
So in our inventory, we have a clay pipe, and that's pretty much it actually.
The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
And then we've got this guy. Okay, so this is going to be a cog mechanism. And then
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth.
that will go into there.
Now that the handle was gone, it was...
And then we can put this one.
The cog slipped neatly
there.
into the ice.
Do we need a clay pipe?
It was no
in
good.
there?
The demon was...
No.
I tried pushing the pan...
Is there anything else in here?
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age.
And anything else?
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Okay, so that's the other one. We have a green coin. That's copper.
With a rasp of the cogs all meshed, it began.
Now we can head in.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet? It looks like the Templars got here first.
We might not be too late. There's still a chance.
I wish I had your optimism.
So do I, George. Sometimes you're so negative.
So we've got all of this gunpowder here as well. Get a feeling we're going to be put on the terrorist hit list.
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we waiting for?
Oh dear.
Will you look at that? Baphomet. Labino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars. George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every
animation here is
great
terrible.
undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
wanted things to be right.
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Yeah, we need to be out of here pretty quickly.
Well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
It has to be something.
Come on, George, think of something.
What do you suggest?
Is it this on there? Or is it just use this? Aha. On the gunpowder.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But Master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
We didn't stay long in Scotland. George had a vacation to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month. George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favorite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
You know, Nico, this city holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers.
Tell me about it. The clowns.
The jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
Oh, yes, dear Andre.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with, on my own. So, I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
So there we go. That is the end of Broken Sword, the first one, Shadow of the Templars. I will be doing the second one at some point in the next few weeks or so. Not sure when. I'll give it a little bit of a break and then get back into the point-and-click adventure games. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode and this series, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.